Now we're here. The opening act has arrived, the climate catastrophe.
Climate catastrophe.
Climate catastrophe.
Climate catastrophe. No doubt, this is going to be a summer of climate catastrophe.
Irreversible climate catastrophe.
Climate change is real. Climate catastrophism is demonstrably false.
President Joe Biden has a chance to do something big about climate change before it's too late. But too late is kind of soon. Here's why. Imagine Earth's being attacked by a gang of, let's say, aliens. Actually, alien terrorists wearing horned helmets in interstellar Viking ships. And they've got a secret weapon that can plunge Manhattan and Miami into the ocean. They can unleash heat waves that kill thousands, send flaming tornadoes scorching down the West Coast, spark massive migrations across America's southern border as people flee blazing temperatures, and make huge parts of the world literally unsuitable for human life. But you have a plan to stop them. Yes, you have a plan to save planet Earth. Only you can prevent alien terrorist Viking-induced firenadoes. You rush down to the U.S. Senate and tell them your plan. You get there, and they yawn and debate, and the end result is that about half of them give your plan the old thumbs down. And they're like, nah, sounds expensive. Well, that is literally the scene in D.C. right now. If you just swap out alien terrorists with climate change. And never mind that your plan to literally save Earth costs about as much as Trump's tax cuts. A massively underrated story in Washington, D.C. this summer is that one of America's last decent, realistic windows of opportunity to do something meaningful about climate change is closing. And fast. And seizing this opportunity means everything has to go absolutely perfectly. In Washington, D.C., of all places. Now, if you fail to notice this drama, it's not your fault. In part because when President Biden wants to talk about his climate plan, he doesn't use a controversial, climate denialist baiting word like climate. Instead, he says jobs. And he's not exactly subtle about that rebrand.
For me, when I think climate change, I think jobs.
His big climate initiative is literally called the American Jobs Plan. And there's a good reason for this. Jobs are supposed to be one of those things that every leader in Washington can agree is awesome. Like motherhood, or apple pie, or the really big one, golf. 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 It's one of those words that sounds really weird when you say it over and over again. Golf. 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 Seriously, golf. Why, dear God, all the golf?
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Golf.
Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations unto the brothers pushing this truth through the four corners of the earth in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and the freedom to do so now more so than ever. Alright, shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites to be scattered among the heathen. Alright, and shalom unto the few but faithful Aqua, the few sisters listening and learning. This is your brother Jerusalem from the GMS Prophetic Vibrations Camp out of Trinidad and Tobago, coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Alright, now this video is going to be entitled Climate Catastrophe. Alright, and basically, you know, as you saw in the video just played, alright, you know, this is a big thing now with these devils. Alright, talking about climate catastrophe, climate change. Alright, you know, and you know the analogy. The reason why I chose that video is the analogy that that the guy, you know, Walters brought, you know, in terms of it being likened unto alien terrorists, because you know they know these devils, you know, they're all about lies and deception. He knows that climate change, the so-called climate change being brought about, all right, with all these different so-called acts of God, which they are acts of God, all right, like acts of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, in terms of all the hail that's falling, in terms of all the fires that's burning up the place, the increasing temperatures of the sun, all right, he knows that it's the angels, so that's why that analogy is a true analogy, they view the angels as terrorists. They view the angels as terrorists coming to take them out of the kingdom, because they know what they're there for. They know what the angels come for. All right, they know exactly what the angels come for, and that's why they're worried. That's why they made the so-called Space Force. All right, I believe that's the 6th or 7th branch of the military services. All right, and more the signs of the time are upon us. The signs that the Lord said will come when he visit the earth which he made. All right, more and more, that's the more they become worried. So they're putting certain initiatives in place, and basically, as he's a liar, all right, he being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the leaks of Esau, of which the president is just a stooge, all right, president of the United States, that is. All right, so they're lying and using the word about climate catastrophe, climate change. It's all a whole big lie. This devil can't talk straight. All right, it's just like the same thing with the so-called waters. That's been around, that's been dished out left, right, and center. Right? They're saying that it's for you to make you feel better. It's to cure you, but it's just a lie. It's basically part of the initiative for more death, right, and population reduction. All right, so the same thing with this thing, the so-called climate catastrophe, climate change. All right, they're trying to reduce the carbon footprint. All right, by bringing in things like electric cars, hydrogen cars. All right, he thinks that he could stop the global warming, the environmental change that he himself did. All right, he himself trying to stop it on the left-hand side. And the real reason why he wants to stop it, is because of Bible prophecy. All right, it's all about prophecy. It's all about the Lord's word, because he knows that the Lord's word is true. According to the scriptures, he does a diligent search. Let me see if let me get that. Psalms 64. Yeah, Psalm 64 and verse 6, it said, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. For the inward thought of everyone, and the heart is deep. The heart is the mind. So this devil searches out things, and he searches out the Bible too. Alright, and he knows the prophecies are real. And he knows that the scriptures say, that they who destroy the earth, basically will be destroyed. Alright, they know the prophecies, they know what's coming. Alright. And right now, this whole world is out of order. Right? Let me get Psalms, the 82nd chapter, and the 5th verse. Okay, let me start at verse 4. Psalm 81:4. Deliver the poor and the needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked, because right now the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. And when the wicked are in power, the people mourn. Alright? Verse 5 says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk all in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. So they know not, neither will they understand. They don't understand how Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is. They don't understand if only his elect understand Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? They walking on darkness. What darkness is? Confusion. Alright? So they're now trying to repair the damage which they did, to stop what? To stop the prophecy from being fulfilled. Alright, let me see if I get, let's get Revelation, chapter 16, and verse 8. Sorry, let me get Revelation, let's go to Revelation 11. Revelation 11, and verse 18. Alright, it reads, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that they should give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, which is what elect, small and great. and should have destroyed them, which destroy the earth. So this is talking about the eventual destruction that's going to come via the ICBM nuclear missiles and via the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which are called so-called UFOs. Alright? So they know this prophecy, they're going to the ones who destroy the earth are the so-called elites of Esau Edom, the so-called white men, these bankers. Alright? Now they know what's going on. Alright? They know what time it is. Alright? When they see these chariots, they know what time it is. Alright? The Lord said this. The Lord said, 2nd Ezra 9, verse 1, said, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently and 7. They've been measuring the time on the left hand side. Alright? And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Alright? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, alright, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, which is what? Prophecy. Right? Which is why the Lord said, stay in prophecy. Prophecy is where it's at. And there's no other book that speaks on prophecy like the Bible. Alright? Verse 5, For like as all that is made in the world hath an end, a beginning, and an end, the end is manifested. The end is being made clear right now, so these devils are afraid. Alright? Verse 6, Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. So these climate catastrophes are effects and signs. Alright? They are sure signs, and he knows what time it is. He knows that is the sign that he's going to be taken out of power. And he knows that Yahushua is coming back on that chariot, to destroy them. Alright, this is why they're trying to blast into space. Alright, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all these Edomites, these so-called elites, right? They're trying to blast up into space to get away. But they won't, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, do they climb into heaven, thus he will bring them down. That's roughly paraphrasing. So they know what time it is. Alright? They know these things, these effects and signs, even though they try to play it down, alright, trying to call it climate change, alright, we know it is the angels of Yahweh Shem Yahushai who's doing it. It's Yahweh Shem Yahushai himself, is doing it. And the Lord is sending, right now the Lord is sending evil angels, alright. Let me see if I can get that. Evil angels. Hey, the Lord is sending evil angels on this whole earth. Psalm 78. Psalm 78. Psalm 78. So verse 49. So the Lord is sending his angels to take care of this place. Let's see where to start. Yeah, let me this is Psalm 78 and verse 47. He destroyed their vines with hail. Right, the hail is one of the things that in Italy, right, there's a lot of hail going on, there's a lot of hail falling, right, fires burning, etc. He destroyed their vines with hail and their sycamore trees with frost. Alright? So they can't hide. Alright? They can't hide, and their flocks too hot. The sycamore trees with frost. Salakia, verse 48, he gave up their cattle also to the hail, right? And their flocks to hot thunderbolts, right? He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. So they know that those so-called aliens, those so-called alien terrorists that you saw in the video at the start, they are the angels, right? So-called aliens, right? They are angels that coming down now and performing the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Because the angels don't transgress his will, right? The angels of the Lord, do whatever they are told, right? Both angels on the right who do righteousness and angels on the left who do wickedness, right? So this devil is done for, Alright, he's really done for, you know. And I'm gonna play a clip. Let me see if I can get it here. Alright, let's see if I can find this here. I'm gonna look for the Alright, let's go hop. Yeah, because this is what's going on in Italy right now. You know, this is what's going on in Italy. And first, China got hit with typhoons. You know, China was flooded out. China was flooded out. All of Europe was flooded out. You know, Italy, what's going on is hail falling. Like the city, you know, apocalypse in Italy, crazy flood destroyed. And this here is a hailstorm. Let's play this.
A violent hailstorm has brought traffic to a halt on one of Italy's main highways, injuring a number of people and smashing car windows. The storm hit part of the northern stretch of the road between Milan and Naples, which runs for almost 500 miles. Hundreds of cars were pelted with hail, forcing drivers to pull up by the roadside and causing authorities to close part of the road for a short time. Footage broadcast by Italian weather channel Matteo Weather 24 showed vehicles with smashed windscreens stopped on the road as the storm passed. A number of people were hurt, mainly by glass shards from cracked windscreens, but no one is believed to be seriously injured. While hailstorms ravaged mainland Italy, forest fires forced at least 900 people from their homes in central Sardinia. France and Greece sent 4 planes to help put out the wildfires, which consumed around 20,000 hectares in the Italian province of Oristano.
Heavy rain. Down here,
Alright, so there you have it. Behold the hand of the Lord. Alright, behold the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And these things are happening all over the earth. Alright? But yet why isn't it in the mainstream media being pushed? You know? Because why? The elites own the mainstream media, so they're going to push what they want you to see. Alright, but this is what's going on throughout the whole earth. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is taking this place down in a mighty way. Alright? You know, and this climate catastrophe and climate change is just a farce, right? Because the Heavenly Father and His angels are wreaking havoc on this place. That's the truth. This is Exodus chapter 9 and verse 18. I read from verse 18. It reads, you know, and this is what happened in ancient Egypt, right? Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail. This is when the Lord was talking to Moses, such as hath not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. Alright? Send therefore now and gather thy cattle and all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He that feared the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai left his cattle and his servants and his cattle in the field. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward the heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt and America and Europe, especially particularly America, is the modern day Egypt, spiritual Egypt, as we talk about in Revelation chapter 11. Alright? We also read about that in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, where we'll be taken into captivity as bondmen and bondwomen into Egypt. And that Egypt is spiritual Egypt, which is America and the Americas. Alright? It also goes into wherever Esau, Edom is living, which is in Europe, etc. and all around the world. Alright? So verse 23, and Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. And the hail smote through all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, there was no hail. And this time, it's going to be in wherever the elect is scattered. Alright, the Lord is going to spare the elect from these plagues. Alright, guys, when we do the Passover, we commemorate this day. Alright, these plagues of Egypt, right? And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I have sinned this time. The Lord is righteous, and I and my people are wicked. Alright? Entreat the Lord, for it is enough that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer. And Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Lord, and the thunder shall cease, neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know that the earth is the Lord's. But as for thee and thy servants, I know that you will not yet fear the Lord your power. And the flax and the barley were smitten, for the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bold. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread abroad his hands unto the Lord, and the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more and hardened his heart. He and his servants right now, the elites of Esau, his heart, are hardening their hearts. They know what's going on, and they know they're supposed to submit. Alright? But they harden their hearts even more, and they won't let the people go. In fact, what they want to do is more death, kill more of Jake. Alright? Which we are the main enemy. We are the main enemy to the New World Order. Alright? And particularly elect. Alright, so they harden their hearts, and they intent on making, killing most of us and making the rest of us slaves. Via what? Revelation 13 and 16, the MARK, the MOTB. Alright, that chip. Alright? So they won't listen to reason. They believe that they're gods. They have a God complex. And they want to continue this thing and to the end. Alright? Yahweh Shem Yahushai has a different plan. He's gonna take them out. He's going to take them out. It's just a matter of time. They should be afraid of the destruction that the Lord is going to bring on this place. They should be quaking in their boots right now. Alright? They should be quaking in their boots right now. Let me get a scripture here. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. Alright? Sirach 39 and 28, they are the spirits that are created for vengeance, that in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. And this is the time of destruction, brothers and sisters. Alright? And appease the wrath of him that made them wrath of who? Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Fire and hail and famine. Right now fire is burning in central Sardinia. We have the hail falling in Italy. The famine is coming on the land and great death. Because of what? This so-called thing that's going around the face of the earth, and what the waters that have been administered as a result. Alright? All these were created for vengeance. So they took vengeance on who? Primarily on the 2/3 of Israel who won't turn back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's who, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Alright? So firstly Jake, two-thirds of Jake and the rest of the wicked heathen. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and need is now. Alright? And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Alright? Because the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is that Babylon the Great is going down. Alright? And this whole system, this whole beast system, the same system that made the whole nations drunk with their cup, is going down. This is the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord is going to destroy Babylon the Great. Alright? He's going to take it down mightily, Second Ezra 15, and go from verse 3. In fact, let me jump down to verse 5. Verse 4. And for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So all these are the spirits to bring this in, to bring in the sword, bring in the famine. Sword will be brought in by Esau, Edom. Alright? And in the confusion that's going to take place in Jacob's trouble. The famine, which is being set up right now, is economically, the world is collapsing. Alright? Starting with Babylon the Great, which is America. Alright? Death. Alright? We have the so-called cure. Alright? The waters. And destruction. We have all these works. Right? For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? That's a climate catastrophe. Alright? Their wickedness, they damage the earth, and they're going to be destroyed as a result. We saw that in Revelation 11 and the 18 verse. Chapter 11 verse 18. Alright? Therefore saith the Lord, so spiritually and physically, this place is destroyed, this place is polluted. Alright? That's why the Lord said, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It is polluted. Verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and we led as a flock. Jake is being led as a flock to the slaughter. Sheep. It's just like the sheeple, they being sheeple. Just obeying the government, whatever they say, and basically walking into the slaughterhouse. Right? Not knowing what they're walking into. Death. Right? Via what? These waters, via disobeying the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which lead on to sin, which lead on to death. Alright? I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. The Lord is going to take them out, and because of his love, he's going to sacrifice them. He's going to use E to sacrifice them. Alright? Wicked E going to be the sword, right, that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has in his hand to sacrifice his people, alright, and take them out of the land of Egypt. Alright? But he's going to protect his elect. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So this is what the Lord is doing. He's smiting this land of Egypt, which is what? America mainly, and the Americas, and wherever else Jake is scattered, as plagues as before. So this is not talking about ancient Egypt that we read about in Exodus 9 chapter. Alright? And I will destroy all the land thereof. This is what the Lord determined to do. This is the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright? And Esau knows this. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and the hail, and with a fearful constellation, which is what the stars. Right? This is what's going on. Woe to the world. Woe means destruction. Destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. The destruction and the hail is falling, and the ultimate hail is going to be those missiles. Alright? The ultimate hail is going to take out this place, Babylon the Great. It's going to be those missiles, right? Let's get Revelation 16 and 21, and we close it out with that. Revelation 16 and verse 21, that besom of destruction is going to sweep the land. That's how that hail is sweeping across the ground in Italy. It's going to sweep the land of Babylon, right? And where Esau is. It's Revelation 16 and verse 21. Alright, and there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven. It's not talking about literal hail, it's talking about those ICD and nuclear missiles. Every stone about the weight of a talent, hundreds of pounds. And men blasphemed the Most High because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceedingly great. Right? And that's the end of Israel's Edom kingdom. The kingdom is being translated unto the righteous, unto the elect of the nation of Israel, the tower of the flock. Right? So with that, I pray this lesson has been edifying, and informative. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Alright? Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Wa Abad Babal, destruction unto Babylon. Till next time, Shalom.